My name is Kartik Chandran and I work for Arista Networks. I mainly focus on our R series product line. I help drive the software effort on that product line. And I've been in the industry for 25 plus years working on network software. So this is very much my kind of sweet spot of operation. SONiC wise, I started working on SONiC about 5 to 6 years ago when I got involved in helping bring SONiC to advanced form factors like modular chassis systems. And since then, I've been helping work with our biggest customers to help them deploy and operate SONiC in their environments. Most recently, I joined the governing board of SONiC to help chart the course of the future of SONiC. So yeah, that's my SONiC story so far. So what's unique about SONiC is that it has created this ecosystem where different providers of technology across the stack are able to come together and provide standard open solutions for uh, the customers that matter and do it in a way that is scalable and that can be widely applied. This is in contrast to offerings like vendor operating systems like Arista EOS, where the focus is on building more tightly integrated solutions where the vendor controls all parts of the stack. In contrast, SONiC is more a Lego style approach where building blocks come together and solutions need to be formed. Just to expand on the point I made earlier about the SONiC being an ecosystem, right? This is where I think SONiC stands apart because it allows all of these technology providers to focus on building the things that can be easily applied. Once they know that uh, there is agreement and standardization on how a certain component needs to be built or delivered, then they can focus on that effort, knowing that whatever they build has wide applicability. For example, you take SI, right? SI has become pretty much the standard way to control packet forwarding behavior on switches and routers. And so, if you are a chip vendor, right, then you can focus on delivering SI, and you'll know that it can be adopted by a lot of end users. Similarly, if you're a device vendor and you're trying to design a feature that on your device, then you can rely on the SI interface being stable and standard, and you can layer on top of it cleanly and build what you want. Another good example is a feature like Secure Boot, where what's unique about a feature like Secure Boot is that it involves different parts of the stack, ranging from the bootloader to the end user provisioning to security to the manufacturing process. And so when a vendor is trying to implement something like Secure Boot, they have to think or take into consideration all of these aspects, and if they're able to base their implementation on what is open and standard, then they know that they can do the work once and have it be widely applied. So that matters a lot for vendors like us. And last but not the least, of course, when we are looking at solving our customers' problems, right? Uh, you can lean on the community's efforts and build on top of it. So you're not repeating work. Plus, wherever it makes sense, you have the ability to influence the direction of technology and take it where you think it makes sense for your customers. So in along all these dimensions, I think SONiC has played an important role in how we think about delivering solutions to our customers. Well, you have any conversation, the word AI has to come in, right? So I think about it in a few ways, right? I would break it down as firstly AI for networking, right? So how does how do AI use cases and the AI environment influence uh, the world of networking? And obviously, this has evolved very significantly in the last 3 or 4 years and is continuing to evolve very rapidly. There are initiatives like the Ultra Ethernet Consortium and the recent innovative uh, uh, initiative that was just announced called eSun, where we are really trying to come together as an industry to address the unique problems of AI networking. And when you try to tie that to SONiC, uh, you it again comes back to, once it's not enough to just have these technologies be defined, the ecosystem, all the parts of the ecosystem have to play their role, and then SONiC acts as a glue for it, where all these parts can come together and then turn into solutions. So that's the AI for networking part. There's also the networking for AI part, which is how do you use AI to manage and operate your network better. And there again, I think SONiC has some unique attributes, like its focus on formal data models, uh, and where everything is expressed in very well defined data models, and that makes it really easy for uh, solutions that involve AI to be built on top of them. And so I'm really excited to see where this goes in the next few years, where we can take all these capabilities and then apply AI to be able to improve the way we run these networks. And last but not the least is in the development process, right? As we're building features and building solutions and bringing them to market, how can AI help us accelerate our work and make us more efficient in the development process? So all these aspects matter to me in terms of AI for SONiC, as AI as it applies to SONiC. I think SONiC has clearly grown to uh, be a very well known and well defined uh, base for building all kinds of solutions that especially these markets like AI are looking for. Again, I keep going back to my ecosystem point, which is it is really helpful for all the parties involved to be able to come together in an open way, because things are evolving in such a rapid fashion that it is really it is really helpful for the providers to have something they can count on as a foundation to be able to base their work on. Uh, but that also raises some interesting challenges, because in order, it's not just enough to have these building blocks. All of them have to come together and have to come together rapidly. And as the ecosystem grows and as the participants grow, there needs to be more collaboration and there needs to be more uh, thought put into the development process, how parties interact with each other, and how the software stack is stabilized and is able to deliver the solutions that are actually needed. Because all of these pieces, and that's where I think is both a challenge and an opportunity for the community to be able to work ever more closely and work across boundaries to be able to focus on these problems and make things better.